5 questions. Pause after each one and give your answer out loud. If you score 4 or 5, you're already ahead of most AZ-900 candidates. Today, we're covering cloud fundamentals, disaster recovery, PaaS, CapEx versus OpEx, and hybrid cloud, the topics Microsoft puts on every single AZ-900 sitting. Let's go. Question 1. A company is planning to host an application on a set of virtual machines in Azure. They want to ensure that the application survives a region-wide failure in Azure. Which of the following concept needs to be considered to fulfill this requirement? Options. A. Disaster recovery. B. Elasticity. C. Agility. D. Scalability. The key phrase here is region-wide failure. That's your biggest hint. This is not about scaling or speed. It's about surviving a catastrophic outage. Correct answer. Disaster recovery. Disaster recovery is the strategy and process for restoring services after a major failure, like an entire Azure region going down. Azure provides tools like Azure Site Recovery to replicate workloads to a secondary region. This ensures your app keeps running even when a whole region becomes unavailable. Why the other options are wrong? Option B, elasticity. Elasticity means automatically adjusting resources based on demand. It has nothing to do with surviving a region failure. Option C, agility. Agility refers to how quickly cloud resources can be provisioned or released. It is about speed, not recovery. Option D, scalability. Scalability is the ability to increase or decrease capacity for workloads. It does not protect against failures. Quick memory tip, region goes down equals disaster recovery. Need more power equals scalability. Auto resize elasticity. Question 2. Your company is planning on using the Azure App Service to host their set of web applications. As part of the App Service plan, does Microsoft automatically provide professional services and customizations to applications hosted in Azure Web Apps? Options. A. Yes. B. No. This question checks what is included in an Azure App Service plan. It tests the boundary between what PaaS manages automatically versus what requires a paid support plan. Correct answer. B. No Azure App Service is a PaaS offering. Microsoft manages the infrastructure, OS patching, and hosting platform. However, it does not include professional services, consulting, or custom application changes. For dedicated support, companies must separately purchase an Azure support plan, developer, standard, or professional direct. Why the other options are wrong? Option A. Yes, this is incorrect. No app service plan tier includes automatic professional services or application customizations. That's a paid, separate engagement. Quick memory tip, app service equals host your app, not fix your app. Professional help, buy a support plan. Question 3. A company wants to migrate their current on-premise servers to Azure. They want to ensure that the servers are running even if a single Azure data center goes down. Which of the following terms refers to the solution that needs to be in place to fulfill this requirement? Options. A. Fault tolerance. B. Elasticity. C. Scalability. D. Low latency. Notice the key phrase, single Azure data center goes down, not an entire region. This is about keeping systems running through a partial failure, a high availability concept. Correct answer. A. Fault tolerance. Fault tolerance is the ability of a system to continue working normally even when a component, like a single data center, fails. In Azure, this is achieved using availability zones, which are physically separate data centers within the same region. If one zone fails, the others keep your servers running seamlessly. Why the other options are wrong? Option B, elasticity. Elasticity is about dynamically scaling resources based on usage. It does not help when a data center goes down. Option C, scalability. Scalability handles capacity increases for growing workloads. It has no role in surviving hardware or data center failures. Option D, low latency. Low latency refers to minimizing the delay in data transmission. It is a performance concept, not a resiliency strategy. Quick memory tip, one data center fails equals fault tolerance. Whole region fails equals disaster recovery. More resources needed equals scalability. Question 4, exam note. Drag the appropriate term from the column on the left to its description on the right. Match each term to its correct definition. This drag and drop question tests your knowledge of 4 core cloud financial concepts. Each term has a very specific definition. Mix them up and you'll get it wrong. Correct answer. Economies of scale is the ability to reduce costs and gain efficiency when operating at a larger scale. Capital expenditure, CapEx, is the upfront spending of money on physical infrastructure and then deducting that upfront expense over time. Operational expenditure, OpEx, there is no upfront cost as you pay for a service or product as you use it. Consumption-based model allows end users only pay for the resources that they use. CapEx is the traditional model. You buy physical hardware upfront and depreciate the cost over time. This is how on-premises data centers work. OpEx is the cloud model. No upfront cost, you just pay as you use services. Economies of scale is why cloud providers like Microsoft can offer lower prices. They operate at massive global scale. The consumption-based model is a direct result of OpEx. You pay only for what you actually consume. Why the other options are wrong? Option A, incorrectly allows end users only pay for the resources they use to economies of scale. That's the consumption-based model definition. Option B, incorrectly maps CapEx as a pay-as-you-go model. That's OpEx's definition. Option D, swaps definitions between all four terms, making all four matches incorrect. Quick memory tip, CapEx equals buy upfront, old way. OpEx equals pay-as-you-go, cloud way. Consumption equals use it, pay it. Economies of scale, big, cheaper. To get the free PDF or mock test, comment PDF or mock or both. I will share the downloadable link within next 24 hours. Question 5. Exam note. This question requires you to select the correct option from the dropdown. Which cloud model provides the greatest degree of flexibility? Options: A, private cloud, B, hybrid cloud, C, public cloud. This is a drop-down style question asking which cloud model offers the most flexibility. Think about which model gives you the most choices: public, private, or both combined. Correct answer: hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud combines both private and public cloud environments, giving organizations the greatest flexibility. You can run sensitive workloads privately on your own infrastructure and scale out to the public cloud when needed. This best of both worlds approach means you choose the right platform for each workload. Why the other options are wrong? Option A, private cloud. Private cloud is hosted entirely on your own infrastructure or a dedicated environment. It offers control but limited flexibility. You can't easily burst to public resources. Option C, public cloud. Public cloud is fully hosted by a provider like Microsoft Azure. While highly scalable, it doesn't give you the option to host workloads on specialized or on-premises hardware when required. Quick memory tip, hybrid equals flexible, mix of private plus public. Private equals control, public scale. So what did you score? 5 out of 5 means your fundamentals are solid. 4 out of 5, you're on track. Just review the one you missed before exam day. 3 or below, go back to the explanation for that question right now before moving on. The single most important thing from this set: PaaS means Microsoft manages the platform. You only manage your application. If that clicked today, you're already ahead of most candidates. Part 2 is coming next. Q6 to Q10 covers Azure storage, CDN, and governance. Hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss it the moment it drops. Your AZ-900 PaaS starts here. See you in Part 2.